Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hello from beautiful Hong Kong.
Daddy, we are running to the beach.
Yeah, me and Sarah, we are running
To the beach.
to the beach. We have beach very close to our house here. It's literally like 5 minutes walk,
It's muddy.
and it's uphill.
Daddy,
You can see here.
it's very muddy.
Yeah, it's uphill, doing a little bit of running, walking. Now, at the same time, I want to talk about your China company maintenance.
Daddy, I'm almost there.
Yes, almost.
Daddy, the car.
Yeah, I know. There is a dedicated video actually on the channel regarding this. I talked about like what you have to do in order to keep your company in full compliance with the Chinese laws and policies. Now, just a remake of this video. Nothing new, nothing has changed, same information, but let's talk about it in 2025. You register a company in China as a WFOE, wholly foreign owned enterprise. Technically it's a limited liability company. It can be in any direction or category. Let's say trading, import and export. When we talk about trading, by the way, we don't talk about stock trading. When a WFOE is a trading company, it's an import and export company, obviously, and it can be consulting, it can be manufacturing, or it can be a restaurant, cafe management company, kind of catering type. Any sort of WFOE will have to follow a few rules. Number one, every month make sure you log into your company bank account using the bank tokens that we obtain for you when we open a bank account for your company. These are 2 USB tokens. You log in and then print the bank statements in PDF, digital. No need to print hard copies. When I say print, generate PDF. There is a function in all the banks. It can be ICBC. First of all, before we continue, look at the view we have. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, as I said, it's literally 2 minutes walk to the beach here. Very quiet atmosphere. Going back to the topic. Online banking tokens are similar, functionality is similar in all banks. ICBC, you go generate PDF and then send it to the accountant. The accountant, every time, if you're our client, every time we open an account and register for the tax, we make a group on WeChat. If you don't have a WeChat, we will help you every time you come to China. Yeah, every time you come to China to open a bank account, if you're a client to us, we help you open your WeChat as well. So we create a group with the accountant. You send the bank statements to the accountant. That's number one. Very important. That is your responsibility, because obviously access to the bank account is given to you as the company director and company owner. Because of security as well, we don't recommend giving access to your bank account to somebody else, because our company cannot take such responsibility, because it's money we're talking about, right? Huge funds sometimes. So that's why company director by default has access to the company's account. Second thing you have to do in order to stay fully compliant with Chinese laws is you need to do reconciliation of your bank account. Tax filings, once again, happen every month, every quarter, every year. Whenever accountant reminds you to do reconciliation in the group, please go to your online banking, do reconciliation of your account. There is a functionality again. Accountant on top of that, actually, every single time she sends PDF instructions Sometimes people say, oh, I'm too busy, or I don't know how to do it. No, these things cannot be excused, guys. That's like saying that I don't want to take responsibility for my own company. How can you say that? Unfortunately, there are some clients, not all, some of our existing clients, they come up with such excuses, you know. They say, oh, you know, I'm too busy. If you keep saying that, what's going to happen? I will tell you. You cross the deadline, right? There is a deadline. If you don't do reconciliation before the deadline, you don't provide the bank statements before the deadline, your account is going to be listed as abnormal. Your company will be listed as abnormal, which will result in penalties and fines from the tax office. And on top of that, of course, your account is going to be frozen eventually. They're not going to give you a lot of time. In China, you know, you have to obey the Chinese policies and standards and rules, right? So you don't automatically assume, oh, in the US or in the UK, we don't have such things. Of course you don't have such things, because UK, US and China, they are all separate countries. Yeah, my first and foremost recommendation is, guys, please, when you are forming a company in any country, it can be China, it can be Vietnam or whatever, when you are forming a company in any foreign country, you have to stay in compliance with the local policies and local rules. Okay, very important. Many people, of course, compare all the other countries to China, but no, sometimes China can be totally different. Of course, there are international standards, blah blah, but not everything is similar. Okay, so again, do the reconciliation of your account, and as it is your responsibility. It is not accountant's responsibility, once again, because we don't have access to your account. Reconciliation is done using the online banking, and that's it. You know, there's no other option. And again, for security reasons, I recommend not giving access to anybody else. Do it yourself, okay? Because again, we're talking about you know, hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of dollars in your account. And another thing to stay in compliance, and of course with Chinese laws and policies, and this is very similar to other countries, keep the record of your agreements and invoices all the time. Record keeping, you can Google it. If you have not run any company before, that's understandable, and you might not know what record keeping is. Record keeping is universal, and of course there are differences, like you know, the length, how long you have to keep record for. In China it's many years, so what I'm saying is, at least soft copies, at least digitally, scan all of your agreements, invoices, and keep them safely somewhere. Because why? Sometimes tax office or the bank, they might require you to provide the copies of agreement and invoices due to their due diligence, you know, checks, etc. So these are pretty much all, basically, just to stay in compliance with the standards in China and keep your company, you know, normal, without any problems. Okay. Yeah, once again, I relocated to Hong Kong, now working on this JRN firm physical office here. So I'll be doing a lot of like this kind of lifestyle plus business videos. Yeah, don't get me wrong when I, you know, shoot a video outside here, because, you know, we have a lot of space here to do these activities and stuff like that. Yeah, by the way, recently I had this Zoom call with a client, and they were asking, okay, if you relocated to Hong Kong, what's gonna happen with our company formation and maintenance? To that, my response is, guys, I'm not a one-person company. Okay, JRN firm has a full team in Shanghai and also in Yiwu now. And as I mentioned, we are working on our office in Shenzhen as well. So in Shanghai alone, we have 2 offices, one in downtown, another one in Songjiang, and also in Zhejiang province, Yiwu city, where the biggest consumer market is. And very soon, Shenzhen, Guangdong province, and Hong Kong city country, basically. So it's not a one-person company. Don't worry about when you sign up for company formation. Don't worry about like who is taking care of the process. We have accountant, we have lawyer, we have operational team. So if you want to, once again, I mentioned it many times, if you want to like check our offices when you are in Shanghai, just let us know. Anytime, welcome to visit the office and you know, talk to my team in person. Sarah, come on. So yeah, with that, once again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.